Hi there. This video is referring to some definitions which I think you should know if you're paying attention to what the Federal Reserve is doing. I'm going to go through them. You'll see them on the screen, and I'm going to go through them very simply, best I can. I'd like to make this clear to people, these definitions, so people don't, they have a better understanding of what's going on. Because if you don't know the word, you don't know what they're talking about. All right, I'm going to go through it here. The first word you see is called quantitative. Now its definition is relating to or measured through the means of quantity. It means relating to, concerning, or measured by quantity. Okay? In other words, we'll just say that it's relating to quantity. That's an easy one, at least the one I'm going to use right now. Now the next word here is called easing. Okay? And I'm going to say that this is the best definition I could find that fit. There's other definitions, but I think this is the one they're using, our Federal Reserve is using. It means, I actually had to kind of create this definition because I couldn't find it in the dictionary I had. But I think it's correct. It means the action of making or becoming less serious. Actually, the definition was in there. Excuse me. I had to make the one here, so you make the exact one I have here for you. It means the action of making or becoming less serious, easing. Okay. Now the two words together, you have quantitative easing. Okay, and that means what I get out of it. It means the action of making less serious in relation to quantity. Okay? It means the action of making less serious in relation to quantity. Bear with me. I'd recommend that you just look at this video numbers of times until you understand what they mean by quantitative easing. Okay? So you don't have to, when you hear it, you know what it means. Just I know of nowhere else that I have found that anyone has defined these. So, so that I think really properly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that I'm trying to define them properly. And the next one is monetary. And this means concerning money, relating to money, concerning money. And the next one I have here, I want to define these properly. I'm trying to. So, because I think if you understand it, you'll have a better understanding. So here we go. Monetary. Here it is. Monetary quantitative easing. You probably have heard this once. I think I've heard these three words used together. Most people are like, "What?" They're like, "Man, am I back in high school or intermediate school or middle school where people confuse the crap out of me?" Remember, monetary is defined earlier. It means concerning money. Quantitative, I have defined here earlier too. Okay, I will say it's relating to money. Let me phrase it. We'll say that quantitative means relating to quantity. So you know what that word is, what that means. Okay? And then easing, it's defined right there too. It means the action of making less serious. Okay, I'm gonna say it's the action of making less serious. So you have the definitions of these words. Okay. Please comment if you don't understand something I put here. I'm trying to make this clear because I don't think you're going to get anywhere else. I do apologize for if I've said anybody about that, but you have to understand the words in order to understand what they're talking about. Because if you don't, anyway, if you don't understand understand the word, you will not understand what they're talking about. Okay, monetary quantitative easing means, the best that I can put together right now, it means the action of making less serious in relation to the quantity of money. Monetary quantitative easing means the action of making less serious in relation to the quantity of money. Okay, some people will just call this quantitative easing. I'm calling it monetary because it's referring to money. So when you hear Alex Jones say quantitative easing, you know he's referring to monetary quantitative easing. All right. Now how does this relate to the Federal Reserve? You see, what they're doing is that they have a situation that, we have the United States Treasury broke. They're needing to sell bonds and other things in order to bring in money to pay. The government needs this money so they can pay its bills. I think it's like $1.4 trillion they need extra every year. So they're in trouble. They have something that's a serious situation here, a serious problem. So what they're doing, they're saying Federal Reserve, they're saying we need to have someone buy our bonds. So the Federal Reserve is what they're doing. They're saying, well, we're going to do quantitative easing. We're going to do monetary quantitative easing, which means we're going to do the action of making less serious in relation to the quantity of money. Now, what the hell does that still mean, right? The action of making less serious in relation to the quantity of money. Well, they're making it less serious, you see. They're making the situation, the situation, the problem that the U.S. Treasury has. They're making it less serious in relation to money because they're buying the U.S. Treasury's bonds. They're making it less serious, the problem. And I say serious because if the United States government does not get that money, cannot sell its bonds, the dollar, let's put it this way, the United States government will not be able to pay its bills. $1.4 trillion less, they're short by that much. So they're making the situation, they're making something less serious in relation to the quantity of money. That's what monetary quantitative easing means. So they're doing this. And what this is causing, it's causing more money to be out there. Okay, because someone had to buy those bonds. The Federal Reserve is buying it. So now there's more money created out of nowhere into existence. Okay? So yes, someone might say that by this definition, they're making less serious the situation in relation to money. They're doing that. But they're doing it right now. What I get out of it, if they never eliminate that money they created out of nowhere, if they never eliminate it, just delete it from existence, if they never do that, this will eventually, what I get out of it, will cause inflation. And which means that our dollar becomes worth less. And of course, other countries, seeing that their money is affected by the U.S. dollar, sounds like to me, will cause inflation in their money too.